Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com. And I'm here with Mr. Mike Mayberry. What's happening, Mike?
Hey everybody, Jim, how are
Mike,
you?
I'm doing good. You know, the reason we're talking to Mike today is Hitec always has something new happening. And I don't know what new is happening, but I know there's things to be spoken of. So let's jump right into it. What is the topic for the Hitec highlight for today?
Well, Hitec Highlight is our new website that launched about a month ago. So it's taken a long time to get that into place. So much work has to be done on the front end, the back end. Our marketing crew did a fantastic job on that. And so now we've got an interactive website where you can actually order direct if you want. But it's got all the same information that you would see before, as far as the good pages on everything. Nice search engine to find out what you need. You can search in a number of different ways. There's different categories. There's different, as far as you could go to, like if you go to servos, for example. If you hover over servos, and you'll see that there's on-road and monster and buggy and truggy. So if you've got these, or you've got a park flyer, a sailplane, or sport, or scale, 3D, these are going to be kind of the servos that would be in those categories. But if you want to just break it down a little bit further and just say, hey, I want a micro servo, I want a standard servo, or a thin wing servo, low profile. So it's easy to search on the products to get an idea what you're looking for. And then obviously you can type in anything up into the search engine, and it'll spit out what we hope is the best results.
Got it.
But yeah, and one of the things with the Hitec brand, as you've come to know, is that we've got everything. We've got analog. That's one of the things too, is that we're really kind of one of the only manufacturers now that really produces analog servos. So a lot of the smaller servos, just the mainstay servo. You look at that servo, the HS81. That servo's been around for decades,
Right.
essentially.
Yes.
And does a good job in so many applications, little gliders, cars, stuff like that. And there's all levels of each of these categories too. So we have an 81, and the 82 is a Metal Gear. The 85 is a little higher end. The 89, the D89s are top of the line, coreless motor, micro servo, ultra micro, or micro servo. So just the ability now to be able to search really easy. We offer free shipping on all the product on the site, so you can just add it to cart. You can just, again, it's a pretty seamless process. You do set up an account, and then you actually have information. So when you go back, it's your same account number, and we will be able to follow up with you and stuff like that. But
Track your
time
orders and all
is
that.
about 1 to 2 business days, so we get it out pretty quick. But it's one of those things where we want to give you that option. It's not something where we're saying, hey, only buy from us, because obviously the dealers are the lifeblood of the hobby. And so we want you to visit your local dealer. Maybe they're not carrying all the stuff that you need, and that product's not available at your local dealer, so you can hop on our site and buy it from us direct.
And there's the link right there at the bottom.
Yeah, that'll show, kind of the distributors. There's also I believe, so if we go North America distributors, I think there's also a where to buy option. Let's see, is there
Products, merchandise, policies, customer support.
we might not have actually got the local stuff up just yet. So it could be that that's still coming. But again, support your local hobby shop. Obviously, if you ever have a question, you know, I'm available. I answer the phone. We answer the phone. We got our service department guys. We got me on the phone. email us. That's the big thing. I was talking to somebody today. They're like, "Hey, I'm so glad to get a human," and
Yes,
it's almost a rarity now, and
it
and
is.
that's
It-
it makes a big difference. It makes it, and I get people ask me all sorts of questions. I'm like, "Hey, it's not part of our whatever we do, but I'll give you my expertise on anything." So happy to talk to anybody that calls, has a question. What's the right servo for my application? I always tell everybody match the level of component to the level of model. So you don't need the super expensive servo in the lower cost stuff, but don't put the cheap servo in the higher cost stuff. I
right,
mean,
right.
it's not like it won't
Exactly.
work, but you want to give yourself your best chance of success, right?
Yeah, protect your investment.
Exactly,
One
exactly.
thing I love is when I can jump on a site and go check out software, firmware, or look at product manuals for whatever
Yep.
I have that is in the back and I need some information, and I can jump right on the site and grab it right there. Or if I'm in the field on my phone, which is just as handy or more so.
And the site has been it does work well on the phone, so that's kind of one of the things too. Is everybody now, they want to access all the websites, on their handheld devices.
Right.
And in the past, some of them don't play well. It's like too wide, or it doesn't show
Yes.
everything. So those were things that were concerns when we were setting this up.
Awesome. And so I noticed, and this may be out of our scope, but we have commercial solutions and drone services as well up here.
Yeah, so those are other aspects of our business, right? I mean, the commercial solutions page, it's actually a fun thing to look at, to see the different, like you see that the big giant servos, right? And so there's actually some good resources on this page. If you go to support up on the top there, and you drop down, you can see resources, and then there's data sheets, there's CAD files. So you can download that. You can download the CAD files. If you scroll down, you can see every servo pretty much that we offer,
Ah, wow.
and you can
Yeah.
download the CAD file for that. And you'll see that there's some different servos that aren't necessarily on the hobby side of things. There's stuff with magnetic encoders. Those are the linear actuators that we have there.
Right.
There's
Right
still a
here.
lot of the standard servos on there, and this is basically everything. But if you go up to actuators up above there, right up straight up, just
Yeah.
the
Right here.
header.
Oh,
On the header. There you go. Actuators to the left.
actuator.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like explore products. So this is going to show you like all the different, you can search by case size and protocol, right? So on this we have, like CAN bus and different protocols versus, just the standard PPM stuff.
Got it. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
So Hitec is more than just the hobby. It's we're such a big company worldwide. We're the leading manufacturer of servos worldwide. And then the drone services. There was a point where we were building drones, and that's no more. This is a services department where we actually have a guy that does Jim Bonnerdale that you've met. Jim's a great guy. He comes out to the events with us and helps us out. But his main contribution for Hitec is this drone services. So he goes out and does aerial photography and
Ah,
mapping. And one of the cool things is uses like LiDAR and
right.
infrared, and you can scan things like, yeah, you can kind of look at all that stuff there, and you can see where, like on a field, where there's a water leak, or you can see where on your solar panel which panels are out. So it's kind of cool. So but
Or
but
we
we're
could
we're
send him
happy to
to
have
Oak Island.
them as a part of our business as well.
We need to get him out to Oak Island and get that show wrapped up. We can find the treasure and get on with our lives.
Yeah, I don't think the treasure's there. It says on Frog Island now or something, or frog something. I don't know. I saw that's kind of funny.
Back to radio control. So
Yep.
the key takeaway is now we have a red shop now button where you can purchase what you see, or you can go to your vendor of choice that carries Hitec and purchase it there as well.
Yep. Yep. And we have merchandise available now.
Uh,
Available. There'll be some new merchandise for next year coming out. So what do we got? Like some headwear, some hats. Yeah, there's like the latest hats and the beanie, and so these are all available. And of course, we like to bring these to events and give stuff away too. So we have the new shirts. We call that one the adventure shirt. It's pretty cool. It's yeah, I can see. Yeah, yeah, the adventure shirt.
oh, I love it.
Yeah, land, air, sea.
And
And then
these are my favorite colors, and I only wear black shirts, so kudos.
yeah, yeah, that seems to be the case. And then the other shirt, if you look at it real quick, it's kind of cool. It's the schematic of and it's the shirt I'm wearing now. What the side? It's the shirt I'm wearing now. It's the 9381, or I'm sorry, the DB961
Got it.
broken down so you can see it's a unique case design. So that servo has about 800 inch-ounces of torque, but it had to be redesigned to handle that much power. And so there's big oversized bearings supporting the output shaft. You can see there. You can see the 3 pins instead of 2 pins, so it spreads the load between those much better, and it can handle those. And this is a really good seller for us, especially on the industrial side, because of how durable and reliable this servo is to be putting into really expensive applications.
Awesome.
Fantastic giant scale servo, crawler servo, and it's we're really proud of that servo. So
While
we put
we're
on.
looking while we're looking at websites, let's make sure everyone knows Hitec has the Hitec highlight at the top of rcgroups.com, where you can go in and find recent news, interviews, product announcements, you name it. It's living in here. And lots of people, 18,000 views on the DB950SW right here.
All right.
So big time stuff.
That's a pretty new servo. So that's a brushless servo. So that's where you get the DB. So it's the digital. It's our D series circuit. So that's like we have the DB961. So this is the DB950. So this was kind of a spinoff of the D950, or go back to the 7950. So same case design with the brushless motor now, and it's a little over, I think it's 555 inch-ounces of torque. And when we rate a servo, you can guarantee that is the actual output.
Got it. Which is important.
It is, and unfortunately, it's some of the exaggerations out there are a little much. But this is something where we feel that it's not something for us to fudge, right? It's those are the numbers. This is what it puts out, and rest assured that when you're buying a Hitec product, that the specs are going to be accurate.
And I think that's the whole thing with Hitec is you're buying a quality product that has support of the person talking to us right now, Mike Mayberry. And you're more reliable than my bank when I need to talk to somebody. I know that I can pick up the phone and talk to you. So at this day and age, Hitec is a rare breed, and we all appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you guys. RC Groups and what you do, and Flying Giants, all that stuff that you do, and it's great. And we support. We help with the Joe Nall. We support you with the shirts,
Yes.
and because it's important. And those are things that we don't have many entities like you guys. And it's a nice community. People can chat. People can utilize that as a search engine almost to find what they need to get. And I see. In fact, I even Google stuff and questions, and it'll pop up with the thread on RC Groups. So
That's the beauty
Yeah.
of a forum is content and information that really matters stays. It doesn't just vanish in a couple of days, like 5 years later, when I pulled airplanes out to the field and forgot what the CG was and Googled my own review,
Yeah.
on RC groups so I can go fly it. It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
And I will also say that around this time of the year, we should have about 500,000 unique users on the site. And the cool part is they're all RC pilots. It's all of us in one
Yeah.
big place.
Yeah. No, it's great. You guys are doing a great job, and so happy to be able to do these things with you too. And I appreciate that. Hitec appreciates it. I mean, we've had a long relationship with each other, and the sites and stuff, and so happy to support you guys.
It's pretty amazing all the things we've done over the years because of the hobby. You and me and the whole Hitec team, all the places we've been, all the things we've done, all the crazy stuff we've seen on flight lines across the country. Pretty remarkable.
Absolutely. Yeah. So keep an eye out for, I know this will be up for a while, but if you look at it pretty soon, keep an eye out for some sales. Obviously we had a big Black Friday, Cyber Monday, deal and stuff. So keep an eye out for kind of some special offers that we will be throwing up on the site. But again, I can't stress enough though too is support your local hobby shops. I mean, we got to keep those shops around, and we want them stocking and selling the product, and we are offering it available here just as a convenience, but support your local hobby shops.
And you can visit Hitec at hitecrcd.com and check out all the stuff we talked about. I'll have a link to all of this in the description below, so you can go check it out. Mike, I always appreciate you taking time out. I can't believe the phone hasn't rung. Have you? Did you
I put it on
mute?
GND, so yeah,
okay.
yeah. So some people with my extension can get through, but yeah, no, it's well, I put it on DND just so we could be uninterrupted. You don't need to hear my calls right now.
I apologize to the 20 people that didn't get through, but now we're done. So go ahead and call Mike. He'll be there.
He'll be ringing off the hook.
All right, everybody. We've been talking to Mike Mayberry from Hitec. And big thanks once again for your time. Big thanks to everyone out there who takes time to watch our videos and hit all the buttons and the likes and the things.
For sure.
I'm Jim T with RC Groups. We'll see you next time.
Bye.